Welcome back to See It and Feel It with Dr. Brett.
Because I'm so outgoing and extroverted and like energetic, sometimes the downfall is focus.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to
meditate, learn how to meditate, practice mindfulness, do visualization,
just because I'm like always like
She's
always
passing
going.
that up right now. Behind the camera, he's into that as well. She's just skipping right over that part of it.
I'm just very like
and meditating.
Yeah, because slowing, like I'm not a slow person,
right?
And so like obviously I have things that like I do, like I walk the beach, like do stuff like to center myself. But you know, when it comes to the golf part, I need to somehow learn how to really dial in my focus because I don't want to not focus. I mean, I'm not doing it on purpose. Like I have a passion for golf. But I want to be able to, like, I've seen people have really good discipline about turning their phones off during practice or just staying super focused and not letting outside distractions like social life and stuff get in the way of what you want to do. Like, I want to be on the LPGA and be like one of the best. Like, and I'm 26 years old. I have some time, but not much time. Like, I want to get this going. And since I was a late bloomer, I've been out of school since 2017 and it's 2020. So I was on a mini tour the first year, Symetra last year, COVID happened. And then this year I want to just bypass Symetra. I just want to go straight to LPGA. I've seen a Symetra tour. It's great, but I just...
You're ready.
I don't want to stay there. Like I want to...
Yeah, you're ambitious.
Yeah,
and
so I'm very much, I don't know, goal-oriented, like... passionate, but also very energetic 7. Like if you ever heard of the Enneagram or whatever, I'm a 7, very high 7. So that's like all about fun and whatever. And so I got to be careful. Like don't be on the range talking to people while when you're trying to hit a ball or good.
Well, our mutual friend Kyle would be a good influence for you because he's very focused.
He is.
Yeah.
And I'm probably good for him a little bit.
Yeah, totally. Just to lighten him up a little bit, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because we played a little bit last year on the course and we'd have these talks and he'd get so into something. And I would be like, so what did you learn from your coach this week? And he was telling me about this course management strategy. And, I thought it was really interesting. I like that kind of stuff. I love learning about course management on the course and mental game and all that because that's not something I've had a lot of. Yeah. I've had some, but all of my stuff with my coach has always been swing and some mental stuff, but also just swing. And it's when I go to him is when I need help. So, I mean, it's fun, but that's one thing I think when I was with him, when we were playing, he was into that kind of thing.
Oh, for sure.
And he, once he gets something, he gets it. And that's how I am. Like, I'm very passionate about golf. And so once I'm in this, I want to do it. Like, I'm here to do it and do it well, I don't want to just try pro golf and then just throw it away. I'm trying to, I'm doing
You want to make the LPGA tour.
I'm looking at like
be
duration and like longevity. A lot of girls are like have their things. Like some want to just do it for 2 years. I don't have a timeline. Like mine is just. I mean, in my head I kind of do, but really I want to do as long as I can.
You want to be on the LPGA
That's
tour
what I want to do for
by 28.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you want to
I said
you want to stay there.
In college I said 26, and that's clearly not happening.
Now we have COVID
because of COVID. So I'm going to get a year break. So I guess I'll say 27 now. Because I turned 27 October 4th, and that will be before final
October
stage.
4th is my mom's birthday, by the way.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, so that's cool. We have that.
Yeah, so technically I'll be 27.
So she was outgoing, it was easy to meet her, but now I know she's got my mom's birthday. So that's
cool.
why I feel this sort of affinity thing.
That's awesome. And so I will turn 27 before Q School's over. So technically I just need to get status before I turn 28.
Got it. So we're
just kidding.
So we have the August. Do you have to do the first stage, or can you go to stage 2?
So WABT has exemptions this year. It's really awesome. Because of COVID, they're trying to help us out. So if you are top 5 on the money list at the end of the season for WABT next year before Q School,
for 2021 here, coming up.
Yeah, so you get to go straight to stage 2. So I'm hoping to bypass stage 1. I've been plenty of times.
And is that tour here locally in Florida?
No, it's the one out in Texas.
Oh, okay, got it. So that's where you're headed next?
Yeah, I think it starts, they haven't come out with the schedule, probably, I don't know, could be February, probably March for sure. So I'll probably play they do 2 and then they have a week off. So that's really nice. 2 and then a week off. So I guess I would go out there, fly out there and be out there for 2 weeks. And then my sister lives in Austin, Texas, so I might be seeing her more.
Texas is big though. I've driven cross country many times.
It's not really
miles across. So
I might be like 3 hours from her, but
3 hours is close in Texas. So that would be
we'll
great.
See. I mean, there's a lot of tournaments up above Dallas and they're in Austin. So it's like 3 some hours, right?
Yeah.
But it'd be nice to in between tournaments go visit
What's
them.
the road like? I've done a lot of cross-country driving, but I've never competed on the road here. What's that like? You said 4 tournaments in a row is a disaster, but I would imagine 5 for sure.
4 I could start feeling
What is it like to kind of be on the road and competing and feeling like you gotta make the cut? Is it a lot of pressure?
I honestly love tournament golf. Like I feed into that. Like I like pressure. I feel like it helps me play good because I'm focused. Like that's the thing.
That's what helps you focus.
My top 3 things when I'm playing good, what I'm doing is I feel focused, but I'm having fun, and there's like a flow. So those are like 3 Fs. Like that's how I've always been. And
focused, fun, and flow.
Always.
By the way, my website
been.
Says focused, fun, and real.
Does it really?
Yeah, absolutely. My mom's birthday here. I mean, we gotta have something in common.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Focus, fun, and flow. I like
So
this.
honestly, like because it's harder for me to focus, I guess, because I'm just not like that. I mean, I try to be, but
not like
my personality is to be super focused.
Got it.
Like I'm just kind of like.
Yeah, but it doesn't work for LPGA
no,
Tour.
it does not.
Here,
so that's why we gotta reel it in. We gotta reel it in
like big time.
Big time. So, anyways, but that's why I think I like tournament golf is because you have to be focused. If you're not, you're gonna mess up and you're
out.
Yeah, it's like it's like everything you work for. It's not gonna happen if you just don't do what you're supposed to.
Now, do you divide your practice sessions up in a way that allows you to maximize your focus?
I think I've always liked to do short game first in the morning before lunch, and then eat lunch, and then I go hit balls, warm up for my play, and then play the rest of the day. So I'm all about like playing. If you're not learning how to play, I mean, you can't just stay on the range all day, And so I used to be that way, like
stay on the range
swing.
all day.
Yeah.
And now,
but now I love
playing.
playing. I just we gotta hit shots. We gotta learn different shots around the green and the rough and different high, low, all that. Like you can't do that and win shots and all that. Like I need tournament practice on the course. So even though, I like playing games with other pros. So now Kyle, we're at the same course. So we're going to have 2 Korn Ferry guys, myself and Kyle. And so we'll have a perfect foursome. So we'll probably play a lot of, we love money games. We love
playing for money.
And like if there's 3 one day, I love 9-point games, my favorite. So each hole's worth 9 points. If you all par, you get 3-3.
Right.
5-2-2, whatever. And so they all have to equal 9, but that's my favorite game. And so that pushes us because if you're seeing they're playing awesome, you better hurry up or you're gonna lose money. Like puts it more into tournament mode. For sure, if you're playing with other pros. So.
Have you finished inside the top 10 at all in any of these tournaments?
Not in Symetra, nope. I really want to. That's the goal.
Is that one of the goals along the way here? Top 10?
For sure.
And like how close have you come?
Yeah,
of course. But how close have you come to that feeling like, you're like almost there, you almost have it?
Oh, well, there was a time, the first tournament ever, like I didn't know what Symetra, I've never played a Symetra event, and I teed it up, and it was the hardest course I've ever played in my life. And the other girls would say it too. If you don't hit the exact spot you want on the green,
rolling off.
Oh yeah, there's no rough to catch it. There's
and stuff.
Water everywhere. It's just very difficult, and the greens are fast and hard. And so, luckily, I had a great ball striking week, and I literally took 2 weeks off before this. Didn't know I was going to get in that tournament. And was like, ooh, this could be rough, but I want to go do it. Yeah. And because I had my elbow stuff going on so bad in March or whatever, because I played in Australia, and the ground's super hard over there, and I was lugging my stuff every week. We stayed with host families and stuff. So I was there for 6 weeks. When I got back, my arms were shot. And
did you at least have a caddy at the time? You weren't
we didn't have caddies there.
So you were pushing as well with the.
But mainly it's because we had all this luggage because we were there for 6 weeks. So every week you'd have your big travel bag and your big bag and your other bags and all the bags. And I think my arms couldn't take it anymore when I got back. And so I took some time off. I did different treatment stuff. Nice. And then I got into the tournament though. So I had to go straight to the tournament, and I didn't expect to be hitting it amazing. And I didn't hit it amazing, but I hit it good enough to make the cut. And then because of that, like the last day, like I was playing with my best friends actually, Elaine and Gabby. And so like my best friends on tour. And so we're walking down the thing and I think Elaine's dad, they're awesome. And Elaine's dad said something like, you got this, Rach, don't worry. Like, cause he didn't want me to worry that like, I'm not going to make the cut. Cause I was within like, I had it by a few strokes. It wasn't just like I needed to make birdie to get in, you know. He's like, you got this. Cause he wanted me to like calm myself cause he could tell I was getting a little faster. And so I was trying to slow myself down because I was on 17, just birdied it or did something. Yeah, 17 and birdied, 16 I saved par or something. And so then 18, it's a par 5, really cool one. It's getting dark. We're like barely finished under. They said you can finish if you want. If not, we're like, no, we got to finish. And so I come down the stretch and then I remember hitting a great shot and I was just so amped up. Like I remember just feeling like adrenaline rushing, and then I think I made par and I made the cut. So it was my first cut in my first event.
Yeah, you must have been pretty amped, right?
I was pretty amped.
Yeah, you were pretty excited about that.
That was kind of how that felt. Like, as I was like, oh, I'm playing great.
Right.
Like, I was feeding good in under pressure. I wasn't letting it get to me.
Right.
You know, I was almost because I needed to eat and I was tired, and I think the adrenaline came from I just needed to eat and drink and slow my breathing down. But yeah, that was a cool feeling because it's like I made my cut and I called my coach. I was so pumped.
Awesome.
He didn't care what time it was.
Yeah,
I mean,
very cool.
It was kind of late by the time I called him. I mean, it was almost 10 p.m. and I was like, I made my cut.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's like, all right, Ray. Well,
now make the next cut.
Yeah, he's like, all right.
Now he's like, make the next cut.
He's like, all right, well, just take care tomorrow. And unfortunately, I didn't do too hot the next day.
Exactly.
But you know, my first goal was.
Right.
I mean, I didn't know what to expect. I hadn't been practicing much, honestly. I went and did okay. I mean, there was a lot of high scores. It was like high 70s.
Wow.
Like this course was, par was like 76.
Wow.
It was crazy. And so, I didn't shoot amazing, but that's the one I made.
Yeah, totally. Hey, so what are the girls like on tour? Like the competition? Is it supportive? Is it competitive? Like how is that like dynamic there between?
There's a little of both. I mean, everywhere I guess you go, we try to be very supportive. There's the doggy.
Jupiter's a part of our experience, right? She gets
she's cute. And I mean, I think there's a lot of girls that there's a lot of girls that we all hang out, and sometimes the thing is you got to be careful with that. I mean, I think the more you're on tour, the more you realize it's a job. Yeah. And you know, if you go out and eat with a friend, that's okay, but like don't make it a habit where you're just like hanging out with all these people all the time every week because you're not focused, you know? Yeah, and so for me, like because I can fall that way into like social settings and stuff, I just try to do my own thing now. Like, you know, I'll see my friends on the range and be like, hey, you know, it's good to see you. Like, how's it going?
Yeah, so you're disciplining yourself.
Yeah, and I'm vocal on the course, but I've realized under competition now in Symetra, I don't talk on the course as much as I used to. Right. So like, I used to have conversations, and now we're so focused, and you got to think about yardages.
Everybody has their own style, though,
I agree.
so it's not necessarily wrong.
Yeah, it's not wrong to be talkative or not talkative.
If it's your style,
I found a balance.
Yeah.
So my balance now is I talk, but not a lot.
Right, because you're outgoing.
Yeah, I got to be careful.
Yeah, you got to rein it in a little bit and be more careful.
So yeah, like I enjoy.
Some people they like that's part of the letting go.
And some people can't stand it. And so you can tell the vibe. Like when you first get to the tee, it's like you can tell are they going to talk or they're not going to talk. And then once you know what they want, you just do what they want. You don't just like force it. Like if they don't want to talk, you don't talk. If they want to talk,
so that's part of the feel, the experience for you, the more you compete.
Yeah, and
how
you do
many
what you need
tournaments
to
have you done so far, like on between these different tours? How many like 3-day, 4-day tournaments have you done?
Well, I played
1
mini
or 2 days are obviously it's a different animal.
Well, I played mini tours. Right. I played mini tour stuff the first year out. I played a few like in the fall, nothing crazy, and then the next year. Yeah, I think I just kind of played that tour sporadically. It wasn't like every month, every week type of thing. And then, so that was 18. And then 19, I played Symetra. So, I mean, I don't know. I played some one-day events with the guys in North Carolina during the fall this year, which was fun. It was the first time I played with the guys. And I move up on tee box, except for one of the tours. I had to play their tees. I was like,
I think you got to play the guys' tees here to make it tougher on the. That's my bias here.
Yeah, so I mean, Well, I had to play 67. I realized it was 6,800 yards for the guys' tournament. And I played okay as the first one back. Yeah. And I was like,
that's my max
I beat some of the guys.
6,700.
Yeah. And so then the next one, I got to play like 63. Right. Which is actually less than what I usually play. And then the minor leagues would be 90 or 92% of the yardage of the guys. So it's nice to be able to, it's almost an advantage. If they're not playing long, then I'm really not gonna be playing much at all.
Right.
You know, so it's kind of nice. I mean, I'm excited.
But it gives you a
to be-
different experience though when you're
Well, it's
playing.
good. It's because I'm used to playing with guys around here. There's a lot of golfers here, and so I play with them in competition, like on the course, you know, for practice. And so, you know, in these tournaments, I know a lot of the guys. It's kind of fun to just.
Are the guys different to play with than the girls, or?
Guys get kind of like, yeah, they talk. They're not very nice to each other. Like girls are more like
a little more supportive than the guys.
A little more supportive,
Look at
but
her nose,
also
the way
like
she cringed up her nose there.
It's
She's
a little more supportive, but the guys don't mind.
Pretty cutthroat here.
Yeah, they don't mind beating up on
each other.
For us, it's like everybody's so sensitive. So you might
gotcha,
say like,
right.
"Ooh, that was rough," but you laugh it off. But these guys are like, "You suck."
Yeah, no, you definitely.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like for girls, it's different. But I mean, it's kind of fun, and they're really supportive of girls.
Right.
Like for me going, I think they think it's like cool that they're like, "Oh, she's not worried about playing with us," so they don't mind. Like, "Hey guys, sorry, I got to go up the tee. Next tee, you're gonna have to wait on me to hit." But I'm a fast player. Like I'm not gonna slow them down. You know?
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
so I think they like to have a mix of different people, different ages. Now it's girls and guys. You know, and I like that they let you. Like some tours, you know, might not let a girl play their tour. I mean, it's the guys only, girls only tours too. I mean, but that's what's so cool about the WABT and ABT is sometimes the tournaments are together. So you might have a guy tee off on behind you, and then the girl.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
They stack them. So it's kind of nice. He came up with the WABT. They started it. I think this was the second season. So they've had the APT for a while, and then now they have a women's one.
Wow, very cool.
So, you know, there's some separate, you know, tours, but also some that are co-ed. So it's kind of cool. You find out what you like. And
anything you're curious about while you got me here before we wrap up? We're going to have you back because you're fun. But is there anything you want to ask just out of curiosity? Or anything else?
I don't know. I just like I want to learn more about the mental game. And I know
you are going to learn a lot more about the mental game. We're going to go out to dinner and I'm going to start talking to you about it.
So he's going to do all that.
Big element, but we're going to go through meditation, mindfulness, visualization, and breath work.
Organization is my downfall. Organization and focus.
Right? Well, I have a doctorate. My doctorate is originally in psychology. I do mostly sports psychology now.
Okay.
But I've got that part covered as well. So
that's just the two things. Like I have
like,
some, you know, the things I'm really good at, and then I have these two areas that are
focus and organization.
Yeah, I need to get
so
better.
What was the three? Was focus, fun, and
flow.
And flow. I love it. It's a great place to end here. Focus, fun, and flow. Rachel Jones. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
It was awesome. Yeah.
Very cool. Thanks for watching See It and Feel It with me, Dr. Brett. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like, subscribe, or share it with a friend.